One of the most frustrating things I learned in manifesting is if you're trying to make something happen, by definition, that sentence means that it's not going to happen. Because when you're trying to manifest something, you're seeing externally what exists internally. And A Course in Miracles teaches us that you cannot have anything by taking it. You have it by giving it. The truth is, manifesting is not pulling things out of the air and turning them into truth. It is simply the world looking like who you are internally. Not the entire world, just your experience. So that is why instead of manifesting, although I do teach manifesting, I feel it's so much more important to become empowered. To become empowered means that you have 7 inner lights that are your inner truth. And these 7 inner lights are something that you turn off or turn on. And when you turn on all 7 lights, your world is magical because it matches your power. And you can call these 7 lights power centers, but they're also known as chakras. There's certain things that you're supposed to believe because they're actually the truth for you. You've come into life to work through all of these truths, to believe them. And when you believe them, manifesting is easy. So instead of working on manifesting, work on becoming empowered. Because when you become empowered, your whole life looks like what you want. So why I talk about relationships so much and why I think relationships are so important is because they help us so clearly see where our lights are on and where our lights are off. And there's really 3 forms of relationship: our relationship with our body and our health, our relationships with other people and our loves, and our relationships with abundance and money and material things. And when all of those 7 centers are in alignment with all of those 3 topics, then your life really rocks. And that is what I teach. That's why I talk about relationships so much, because we see so clearly in relationship how we're doing. So relationships are gifts, even when they're challenging, because with inherent in each relationship that's challenging, it shows us where you need to do work. And when you do that work and you get to the other side of it, it's amazing. And so when I was a young woman, I had such a bad eating disorder. And in the working through and processing and learning where I wasn't loving myself, because that's what loving yourself is. Loving yourself is aligning with those 7 lights within you. When I learned how to love myself, it was working through that relationship with food and with my body and with self-love. Other parts of my life fell into focus. When I learned you only get to receive what you give away, it changed all of my relationships. So that is what I teach. And I teach you how to do that in all 7 power centers.